Sirens and air raids echoed across Tel Aviv as Antony Blinken, the U.S. Secretary of State, finalizes West Asia trip. Will Joe Biden be able to push for a ceasefire, and would that be his last mission from the Oval Office? Let's take a look.
Air raids echoed across Tel Aviv on Wednesday as the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken prepared to end his West Asia trip. America's top diplomat has visited the region 11 times this year, repeatedly failing to ensure a ceasefire in Gaza and Lebanon. A fate that seemed no different this time. Immediately after Israeli troops killed Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar, Israel's ally, the United States, called it time to end the war in Gaza. After its tactical victories against Hamas, Washington says Israel needs to pursue, quote-unquote, an enduring strategic success in Gaza.
We had an opportunity today to talk about the way forward on the effort to bring the hostages home and to get a ceasefire. Partly this involves an assessment of exactly where Hamas stands in the wake of the death of Sinwar. We talked about that. We talked about options to capitalize on this moment and next steps to move the process forward. And I anticipate that our negotiators will be getting together in the coming days.
One of the leading mediators for Gaza, Qatar, says negotiators re-engaged with Hamas after the killing of Sinwar.
Regarding our communication with Hamas and the leadership after Sinwar, yes, we re-engaged with them. We've been in engagement with the representative from the political office in Doha. We had some meetings with them the last couple of days.
Earlier, ceasefire talks appeared to halt after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in particular, insisted on Israeli control of the so-called Philadelphia corridor on the Gaza-Egypt border. US officials identified Sinwar as a key obstacle to the talks after he took over leadership of Hamas in August. Hamas is yet to choose a successor to Sinwar. As per an AFP report, two Hamas sources said the group was moving towards appointing a Doha-based ruling committee rather than a single heir. Washington, meanwhile, is grappling with the crisis in West Asia. Israel's war in Gaza and Lebanon seems to be hobbling Vice President Kamala Harris in her race to the White House. Harris condemned Palestinian casualties and also expressed strong support for Israel against Hamas. Former US President Donald Trump, for his part, insists that none of this would have happened on his watch and that he can make it all go away if elected.